The Jamaica Constabulary Force has now issued their first public statement since the disappearance of Donnale Donaldson, the social media sensation who had been missing for almost a week. Hi again and welcome. This is Links 007 TV News Report, and we'll be right back with the full details to come.
Welcome to Links 007 TV News Report, providing you with the best in local and international news updates. This is a place where you can get the most reliable and informative news information. Links 007 TV News Report.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us. This is Links 007 TV News Report. Donnale Donaldson family members are going through one of their darkest hours as they try to come to terms with the former host of the reality TV series The 876 Roommate, who has been missing since July the 11th, the day after she celebrated her 24th birthday. In addition to the agony of being unable to locate Donaldson, her siblings say that the situation has been having a tremendous negative effect on their mother, Sophia Love, who is gravely ill. The police have stated through the communications unit, the CCU, said that a high-level probe has been launched into the disappearance of Donnale Donaldson. They provided some update in relation to the case in a press briefing.
Part of our job as your police is to reassure, and we take that reassurance function of policing very seriously. And sometimes that reassurance means that we have to reassure you, the public, of the integrity of our own processes, of our own methods. Today, to speak to you on a particular matter is the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Fitz Bailey. He's the head of the Crime and Security Portfolio. We have to his right Superintendent Winston Hunt. He's the crime officer for the St. Andrews Central Division. To his left, we have Inspector Christopher Booth, the Divisional Detective Inspector. They will address you, DCP Bailey will address you, and then we will open the floor for a brief period of questions from the journalists on the platform. Now, there are many people on the Zoom platform who are not journalists. I will only be engaging the journalists on the platform. So at this time, I'm going to invite DCP Fitz Bailey to make a presentation.
Good afternoon. On Wednesday, July 13, 2022, at 6:20 p.m., Miss Sophia Logg of 10 Grants Crescent, Kingston 10, went to the Halfway Tree Police Station and reported that her daughter, Donnale Donaldson, 24 years old, customer service rep of the said address, went missing. The report was appreciated by Constable Siobhan Boucher. The allegation is that on the 11th of July, 2022, about 10 p.m., Miss Donnale Davison was picked up at her house by her boyfriend, Constable Maitland, in a black BMW motorcar registered 9104HZ to spend the night with him at an apartment located at Chelsea Manor. Constable Maitland is stationed at Constant Spring Police Station. Since then, Miss Love reported that she has not seen or heard about her daughter. Further information is that Constable Maitland is the father of a child for a district constable who is stationed at the Halfway Tree Police Station. Constable Maitland indicated to Miss Love that Donnale Donaldson left his apartment on Tuesday, July 12, 2022, sometime after 11 a.m., and he has not been seen or heard of since. Having received the report, the missing person protocol was activated by the police. This includes the capturing of the detail from Miss Log, as well as the circulation of the particular of the missing person, along with her photograph, which was actually communicated to the CCU. On Thursday, a review was done, a case review was done at the St. Andrews Central headquarters, and during that review, a number of lines of inquiries were identified. On Friday, the apartment of Constable Maitland was processed by the forensic scenes of crime investigators. The security post was checked and observation of CCTV footage opportunities identified. Hospitals were checked and other inquiries, including speaking to prospective witnesses, were done. On Friday, the 15th, the commanding officer for St. Andrews Central, Mr. Nesbitt, actually spoke with Miss Love, the mother of the missing person. Superintendent Hunt, the crime officer for St. Andrews Central, spoke with the aunt of the missing person and exchanged number. CFCD was contacted for the extraction of the CCTV footages. On Saturday the 18th, the scene was revisited by Detective Inspector Levy and a team from St. Andrews Central, and the CCTV footages were extracted by the CFCD, the Communication Forensic Division of the JCF. A statement was recorded as well from a prospective witness. On Sunday, July 17, inquiries were made in Old Harbour based on information received. On Monday the 18th, a case review was held at the Halfway Tree Police Station, chaired by the Senior Superintendent in charge of St. Andrews Central. The vehicles of Constable Maitland and the District Constable were identified and processed again by the scenes of crime expert. A case review was done by DCP Bailey and a team at CIB headquarters. I am satisfied that the protocol for missing person was observed to the letter. The investigation that is being conducted is about a person who went missing, and it's unfortunate, and we are praying with the family that the person will be found. But we have not only expanded, or we are not only doing a missing person investigation, but we have expanded our investigation beyond that of a missing person. We are not taking a tunnel vision approach. We are looking at all the possibilities, looking at all the variables in this investigation. The JCF is committed to ensure that this investigation is done in a professional and transparent manner. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, DCP Bailey, giving us that information, that timeline. Now, but at this time, the first question goes to David Salmon of the Gleaner.
Thank you very much. I have two questions. Firstly, has any complaint been previously lodged with the police by Ms. Donaldson in relation to her relationship with her boyfriend? And secondly, can you confirm if there are any potential persons of interest that the police are looking for that will play a role in this investigation?
Okay, for the first question, I am not aware of any report regarding any interaction or any challenge between the boyfriend and Miss Ms. Donaldson. I'm not aware of that. We have no such report. In terms of the second question, we are looking at all the variables that we have. We have broadened our investigation, and I will not say at this time we have identified any person of interest. We have in our minds, we are looking at some theories. We will not say what those are, but we have not yet narrowed it down to a person of interest.
Thank you. Anthony Henry of Loop News, you have the next question.
Good afternoon. I have two questions. How does the baby mother of Constable Maitland factor into the whole situation? And is the police investigating a case of murder as well as a missing person?
As I indicated before, we have broadened our investigation. We are not confining our investigation to a missing person. We are looking at all the variables that we have identified. We are doing a lot of research, and I'm not going to say we are now looking at a homicide, but anything is possible. So we are ensuring that we capture all the evidence that are available, that whatever we find, there will be no shortfall in terms of the approach that we have taken in the investigation.
Thank you.
I must point out that the cars were processed, that both cars, that's for Mr. Maitland and the female, the woman district constable, and we are looking on other things that we consider to be of evidential value.
Thank you very much, Anthony. I see no other raised hands. Are there any other journalists on the platform who'd like to ask questions? Brittany Hutchinson from The Observer. Welcome, Brittany.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm hearing reports of a video being circulated where a pickup truck went to the apartment. Will that video be used in the investigation, or can anything be said about that video?
I am not aware of any such video. I have heard it. Whatever we can put our hand on, we will examine to see if it can be of evidential value. We have actually recovered in excess of 20 hours of CCTV footage, and that is being processed. We expect that at the conclusion of processing those footages, we will possibly identify some things that we consider to be of evidential value. I want to point out too that we have not yet determined that a definite person is dead. So we can't, say that we are investigating a murder. We hope that we will find Ms. Donaldson alive, but within the same breath, we are just exploring all the leads that we have. And if it results in that, she's dead, then I don't think there will be any shortfall, in the approach that we have taken in the investigation.
Thank you, sir. We have a question from Chevon Wayne Campbell, which says, have you been able to establish a timeline of Miss Donaldson's movements after she was picked up via the CCTV footage? Have we spoken to being picked up by CCTV? We've not spoken to that, so I'm not certain how that question applies. We acknowledge that journalists have a job to ask the probing questions, but some of these questions that are being asked are based on hearsay. Some of the questions that are being asked it is too early in the investigation to answer. We do not want to say or do anything that is prejudicial to the possible course that the investigation might take. But that question that you have posed I'm not certain that it's properly posed, given that you've said something that we have not commented on at all. Are there any other questions? Ricardo Brooks from Nationwide says, good afternoon. You say you have identified no person of interest or subject. Is it that the evidence gathered so far points in no certain direction or gives no indication?
What I will say at this time, it's early days. I indicated earlier on that we are looking at some theories, but we will not disclose those. We are looking, and as I indicated before, we have broadened our investigation. We are looking not just at the person going to the apartment, but we are looking far beyond that. And I think that's as far as I can go at this time.
All right, the journalists, okay, Chevron Wayne Campbell is asking, you say you have gathered CCTV footage. Does this footage in any way establish a timeline of Miss Donaldson's movements?
I am not certain, because I have indicated before that the CC footage over 20 hours was actually retrieved and it is being processed. We do not know what we will get from that.
So, very good question, but it is just a little bit early to answer that question at this time. We can assure you that, as we have done in the past in relation to other quote-unquote high-profile missing persons investigations, we can assure you that we will update you, the members of the press and the wider society, periodically as it relates to the progress of the investigation.
If I may, Dennis.
Yes.
I just want to say to the public, I want you to bear in mind that this is an investigation. And there are many persons who are looking on. So we, as investigators, we have to guard what we can disclose to the public. And I hope that the public will understand that. In the interests of the investigation and the interests of justice, there are some things that we just cannot disclose.
All right, Ricardo Brooks is asking, have you questioned Miss Donaldson's boyfriend and his baby mother? If so, when did this happen?
Yeah, I think in my deliberation, I indicated that he was interviewed and a statement recorded. Miss Donaldson was approached, Miss Symmetra, yeah, the district constable was approached. And she has refused, actually, to give a statement. But we will deal with that at the appropriate time. It's an investigation that is ongoing, and there are methods that we can deploy or we can employ to deal with that issue. As a citizen, you have a right, and a statement is a voluntary, it's voluntary, but we are still doing our investigation.
Ricardo Brooks is asking, finally, have you obtained phone records for the 3 individuals?
I will not go into all the details of the investigation. It's an investigation, it's a criminal investigation that we are conducting. A missing person which might end up into a criminal investigation. So we have to be guarded in terms of the type of information that we give to the public. Be mindful that if they are accused, they are also listening and observing.
All right, that is all the time. I'm not seeing any further questions from the journalists on the platform. So, okay, I'm going to allow one more. Anthony Henry from Loop News.
Yes, probably DCP Bailey had said it before, but the audio was choppy. I'm trying to find out, how does the big mother factor into all of it? Because, I mean, some of us, she came in out of left field. Well, is there anything by way of text or their previous threats to her from the baby mother? Because we understand how sometimes this relationship works. How does the mother factor into all of it?
I'm going to say this again. Whilst we want to give as much information to the public, we cannot do an investigation in the open. We have to be mindful that as an investigator, we are here to serve the interests of justice. And so we cannot disclose everything. And I crave your appreciation and understanding of this. What I will say is that the investigation is given significant attention from the highest level. We are going to ensure that the investigation is transparent, and that's what we are doing. From the level of the portfolio, we are given that level of oversight. The CIB headquarters is also given oversight, and there will be frequent case conferences. And at the end of it all, we will get back to the public to let you know what is the end result of this investigation. We want to ensure that the family also receive closure, because that is very important. Whether the missing person is found alive, and let's hope and pray that that is the result. But if it's the other way, we want to ensure that the family gets closure to this investigation, and we are committed to ensure that that is done. There's another matter that maybe I just want to say a few words on, and that matter relates to the murder of Philip Wallace and the shooting with intent of Manny Ellis, which was committed on Saturday, July 16, at 3 Greenslide Close, Red Hills, St. Andrew. I will just say that this investigation is being done jointly by INDICOM and MID, that's the Major Investigation Division. So far, 2 police officers are in custody, and 1 fled the island. We are working with our international partners, and I can assure you that the person who fled the island will be returned, and justice will be done in this matter. I will not comment any further. The investigation is well advanced, and we believe that in short order, the appropriate action will be taken to those who are responsible for this murder.
Thank you very much, DCP Bailey. Just to say, so in recapping, because I know that there are many persons who did not hear everything, this matter is being treated with the greatest of seriousness, with the utmost of professional standards, vocabulary force. We are going to be updating the society on developments in relation to this matter, because we do realize how much anxiety has been created by this particular missing persons investigation.
During the press briefing, it was relayed that the policeman who is said to be the boyfriend of Donnale Donaldson has been questioned by the police. However, his baby mother has refused questioning. Head of the St. Andrew Central Police Superintendent Marlon Nesbitt says that he and his team are working hard to try to locate the missing female. And as a result of this, the CCU said that a senior officer from the St. Andrew Central Police Division has been assigned to lead the investigation, and members of the Communication and Forensic and Cybercrime Division and Scenes of Crime investigators are currently involved in the missing person probe. Links 007 TV will continue to track this story and provide you with more information to come on this. Thanks for watching.